Hello everyone, welcome to the Twin Flame Tarot. My name is Toni and this is the Twin Flame Tarot for February 17th through the 21st, 2021. However, anytime that you are here is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. Welcome to my table, everyone. I'm so glad to see you. I know I'm a couple days late. And that is because I have been very busy with my Etsy store. So if you don't know, I've opened my Etsy shop. I'm now taking private readings, private tarot readings. And so if you've ever wanted to get a private tarot reading, now is the perfect time because I just opened my shop 2 weeks ago. And from through the end of this month, I'm running a 50% off sale. So all tarot readings in my shop are all 50% off. So now is the perfect time. If you want private reading, go check out that link below. And let's see what else. Okay, so all the cards I used will be linked below. Also, if you're interested in them, and when I refer to divine feminine and divine masculine, divine means holy. Feminine and masculine do not refer to one specific gender. Okay, I think we covered all of our housework, housekeeping that we needed to take care of. So let's go ahead and let's get our table set. All right, let's get the palace stand. And we are going to create a sacred container where all of our energies can safely exist. We invite in Christed consciousness, and we command our sovereignty over this time, dimension, and space. And we disinvite and disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And we clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. All right, if you are listening through your headphone, go ahead and do me a favor, please. Turn down your volume for just 1 second so that I can set the tone for the reading. Here we go. Nice. All right, and lastly, let's set our intentions for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite our angels, ancestors, guardians, God's Spirit. We invite the guardians of the four corners, Mother of the earth, Father of the sky, sacred ones. We call upon you and we welcome you here now. We ask that you help us to understand and interpret these messages as we receive them. All right, 20 twins, it is that time. Let's put up our knife and our fire so we don't hurt ourselves, because I know y'all know I'm notorious for catching things on fire, and things y'all don't realize, though your girl likes to catch things on fire, she also is notorious for cutting herself. I mean, look, I'm always having cuts. You'll notice cuts on my hands all the time. Best to put the weapons away. All right, twin flames. So here we go. We are going to go ahead and get started with our divine feminine. Let me go ahead and let you know, if you are listening through your headphones, what I will do before we begin, each deck is I'm going to show you the deck just like this. I'm going to say, hey, we're going to look at the romance angels. And then I'm going to say something like this. I'm going to say, and now I'm going to shuffle. And when I say now I'm going to shuffle, what I'm going to do next is I'll put the cards in my hands just like this. And I'm going to get quiet for a second. That's because I'm going to pray over the deck. When I'm praying over the deck, if you're listening through your headphones, go ahead and turn down your volume because I'm going to get very loud when I shuffle, and I don't want that to be in your ear, okay? So here we go. We're going to shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God's Spirit, what messages do we have for the divine feminine this week? What does the divine feminine need to know for the week of February 17th through the 21st, 2021? What does the divine feminine need to know in whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this? Thank you, angels, ancestors, guardians, God's Spirit. What messages do we have for the divine feminine today? What does the divine feminine need to know about this week? What are the energies coming forward towards the divine feminine? What advice do we have for the divine feminine this week? There we go. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Whoa, that's a big one, divine feminine. So it looks like someone, and you may already know exactly who that probably is, but you also may not. So let's get some tarot and see what's up. We're going to look at the Golden Girls Tarot for you, divine feminine, and see if we can figure out who is returning to your life and why are they returning, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the divine feminine this week? Wow! Knocking the selenite off. Y'all are getting violent. Check yourself, divine feminine. What messages do we have for the divine feminine for the week of February 17th through the 21st? What messages do we have for the divine feminine? Whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this reading. Thank you so very much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the divine feminine this week? What does the divine feminine need to know about the energies they are working with? What does the divine feminine need to know about the energies that are coming forward? What advice do you have for the divine feminine? Anything else? All right. Divine feminine, nice. All right, we start off with the Three of Cups. Okay. Divine feminine, Three of Cups, temperance, and Eight of Cups. So yeah, there is a reconciliation absolutely coming. You see, here's where y'all left. This is where you walked away. And now it looks like you're coming back together. You see how she walked away, but now they're coming back together. And why are they coming back together? Look what's sitting right in the very middle of this, temperance. This is taking the middle path. This is, it feels like somebody that's coming back into your life probably is seeing your point of view finally, and they're starting to understand. I think that the reason why they haven't been around is because they think they're right, you're wrong, and they don't want to deal with it because you're wrong, and they're waiting for you to apologize. But I think they're actually starting to have some accountability, and then they're going to come back around. I also think that if you have accountability, this is the absolute most important time for you to be accountable as well. And if you need to offer an apology, this is the time. You see this Three of Cups showing up, divine feminine. This is teamwork. This is taking the middle path. And this is not only like y'all walked away, but this is also letting go of what it is that kept you apart, you know? All right, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Six of Wands, Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. I mean, there's a lot more story to be told here. It's all interesting though. Okay. It's funny though, because look what this says right here on this card. The Six of Wands, you see how it says Best Friend of the Year award? So that's kind of funny. So yeah, it could be your old best friend is coming back. But this is the card of healing family problems, healing childhood issues, things like this. But this is the card, the Six of Wands, it's kind of like public success, victory, and this is where the healing is coming. This is the healing of the friendship, the healing of the family. But like I said, best friend award, divine feminine. So it could be an old best friend that's coming back around. This is really interesting. They're curious. They're wondering. They've really been thinking a lot about you. They've really been thinking, and because they've been spending so much time thinking about you, they're finally able to see your point of view, and they're starting to understand your side of things. And I think they're ready to mend this. They're ready to stop. They miss you. They want to walk away. I mean, look, they're sitting in the dark. They're sitting out there under the moon by themselves. They have this illusion, this fantasy of you that they wish they could get back to, and they're ready to walk away from that pain, from the whatever it was that put you apart. Look there, that's being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. She's that queen who is very grounded, and so that's the thing. This person is coming from a very grounded point. They've spent a lot of time thinking about you. They really understand why you felt the need to end the relationship. They understand your side now. And it looks like they're going to have a big change of heart. So definitely this week, divine feminine, somebody is coming towards you. Could be an old best friend. Could be a family member. Could be an old lover. There's no way of really knowing. But we do definitely have a friend vibe happening here. Okay. The lovers didn't pop up whatsoever. In fact, we don't have any couples happening here. No. In fact, it's interesting. Look at all the women here. It's a lot of women, a lot of female energy. There are men in this deck, I promise. So there's just a lot of feminine energy. There's no men, in fact, are there? No, it's all feminine. So yeah, it could be an old best friend. It could be a family member, something like that. But there is definitely reconciliation on the horizon. I just wanted to show you though. Look at the bottom of the deck. I did stop, but the King of Swords, you see how he's coming in? Like it's coming in swiftly. There's the guy. There's the guy coming in quickly. I just want to show you there is that one more card. Because I didn't show that because I didn't feel that message at all. So I didn't feel like it was necessary. But there is the guy, okay? And he is coming in quickly. So it could be for some of you a male coming in as well. All right, Divine Feminine. I hope you found this helpful. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that so very much. And I love you very, 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 very much Divine Feminine. Let me get a sip of tea before we talk about what's happening to our Divine Masculine. Okay, Divine Masculine. What's going on with you this week? Let's find out. Let's look at the Rebel deck. I love the Rebel deck. It cracks me up. It's a little bit not safe for work, so if you have children around, you may not want to be around. You know, but to be honest, if you got children in the room, I got the mouth of the sailor, so you might want to be aware of that, okay? All right, here we go. We're going to shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine this week? What messages do the Divine Masculine need to know for the week of February 17th through the 21st? What does the Divine Masculine need to know about the energies of whatever time, date, place, or space he is watching this reading? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for Divine Masculine? What does Divine Masculine need to know about the energies coming forward this week? What advice do we have for the Divine Masculine this week? What energies are the Divine Masculine working with this week? Well, Spirit is in no hurry, Divine Masculine. Spirit says you'll get your message when you get your message. Just be patient. What's meant to be will be. And not until then. There you go. Okay, Divine Masculine. It says people are messy, so watch what you say. People are messy, watch what you say. This says people are messy, love them anyway. Watch what you say. That mouth of yours could start some shit. Okay? So people are messy, watch what you say because that mouth of yours could start some shit. So love people anyway. Also remember that mouth of theirs could start some shit, so love them anyway. Okay? But just watch what you really, that's really interesting because Divine Masculine, you're literally being told, watch your words. And to come at the situation with love. This is really just choosing. I mean, you hear me say this a lot on this channel. This is choosing how you want to feel and choosing that you want to feel good. And if you want to feel good, you got to watch what you're going to say, okay? Because when you're feeling good, you're not trying to start shit. You're actually like being conscious and aware of the words coming out of your mouth and trying to choose a higher vibration and a higher, keep your frequency where you want it through, your actions and words. And also, people are messy, love them anyway. And that's kind of the thing, as you're sitting and you're being conscious and you're being aware and trying to keep your, choosing how to feel, you're also choosing love. You're choosing to love yourself because when you feel good, you're choosing to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you're going to just, by natural default, love other people and other people are going to love you. But when you love other people, you have to understand that you're going to love them warts and all. People are not perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. No one is. So people are messy. They have bad days and good days and they say things they don't mean and they have fights at 6 o'clock in the morning over tea. I mean, shit like that happens, man. That's life. You just got to forgive them, forgive yourself for not being at your best and move on, but try. Do try. This is the week to really try, okay, Divine Masculine. That is honestly the big message I hear here is that you need to be hyper aware of your energy, your words, be conscious, try to keep your energy and your words as clean and happy, or happy. Happy is not the right word. High vibe is the word I'm trying to say. Keep your energy. That doesn't mean you're not going to get annoyed and you're not going to get stressed out, tired, cranky, grumpy, hungry. But that means that you at least now have the tools to know how to navigate that, okay? That's what it means. So just be aware of what you say and be aware of the energy that you're giving people. Choose love, choose to feel good, okay? Let's look at the Light Seers Tarot, okay? Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Masculine today? What does the Divine Masculine need to know about the week of February 17th through the 21st, 2021? What does the Divine Masculine need to know about whatever time, place, date, or space he is watching this reading? We're going to shuffle one more time. There we go. That's better. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Masculine this week? Wow, y'all just came flying out. Okay, Divine Masculine. First we have the Page of Swords, and then we have the Hangman. So hold on. At the bottom of the deck we have Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Temperance. Yes, Knight of Pentacles. Sometimes I just have to kind of, this is what we talk about when we talk about learning to trust your intuition. Just now, I looked at that Knight of Pentacles, and I almost immediately stopped, and I was like, but Knight of Pentacles, like, I caught my eye. I'm like, well, if it caught your eye, there's a reason for it. How do you feel? Yes, let's put that in the reading, okay? So you see how that works? That's a living example of how to listen to and trust your intuition. So, caught my eye for a reason. I had to decide, am I being pulled to it? Yes, I am. This is not second doubting yourself. This is not second guessing yourself. This is just trusting that you're supposed to have that message. Does that make sense? So that's a lot of the message for you. What happened just now with me was kind of an example to give to you of you are in charge of the choices you make and of the words you say and of the vibration that you offer. So choose wisely and tap into your intuition so that you can choose wisely, okay? So there is this mental energy that feels kind of stuck right now, okay? Page of Swords is a really curious, like, getting to know you. It's like, you want to know it by the book, right? Like you're out there and you're just so involved in learning, you're not even noticing what's going on. You're willing to take risks to learn. In fact, you're willing to cross distances to get to where you need to be to learn what you need to learn. But there's some stuck. There's a stagnant energy here. It feels like you have a little bit of a mental block. If you're a writer, that's called a writer's block, a creative block. It could even be that you're not able to hear yourself. I feel kind of that is what's going on. It's like you're having a hard time hearing yourself. But look down here at the bottom. First of all, I want to point something out about what you have here. You have two major arcana. You've got the Hangman and the Temperance, but then outside of the major arcana, you have nothing but court cards. You have a page, a queen, and a knight. The only thing you don't have is the king. It's kind of crazy. But there's no just normal, like the 6 of Wands or 3 of Cups. There's none of that. That's interesting. So the reason I point that out is because these are players in the game. When things show up like this means we're telling you these are who these people are, and this is how their energies are causing this, and this is where we need to go, okay? So Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. All right, you've got, it's kind of fun. You have a page right under that page, right? So this is new. There's new energy trying to come in. The Page of Pentacles energy is energy that's very ambitious, hardworking, okay? And then that Queen of Cups, oh, she's my favorite queen. She's just really chill, very calm. She gives herself a lot of compassion. So what they're trying to say here is that you have been doing the work, okay? You've been really trying to hear yourself. You've been really focusing. And the frustration's coming because there's a block, right? Here's where we're headed. Temperance, Knight of Pentacles. The Temperance is about taking, didn't we have Temperance? Yeah, got Temperance twice. Okay, so Temperance is really the message for both of the twins this week. It's about taking that middle path. It's about getting meaning out of the journey, okay? It's about, it's not about the destination. It's about learning as you go, okay? And figuring it out as you go. And that's kind of what they're trying to say. Your intuition is not an end goal. It's not an end point. It's something that you have to learn that's coming to you along the way, and you've got to be able to identify it, okay? So you're trying to hear something very specific. It's like you're really listening. You see how they got their eyes closed, right? And they're like listening really hard, right? Even she's got her eye. Hell, all of them got their eyes closed. All 4 of these chicks got their eyes closed. They're listening really hard. They're trying to hear it, but they can't. There's just this like static noise, nothing coming. And it's not for lack of trying. That's what Temperance is trying to tell you. See how Temperance is looking right at you? This dude is looking right at you, okay? It's interesting because these are the female, okay? And female represents intuition. And the intuition's got its eyes closed. But meanwhile, when the masculine shows up, he's looking right at you. And he's like, hey, open your eyes and look around. Your intuition is all around you. You're trying to listen inside of you and hear it. When what we need you to do is pay attention. Open your eyes. Look around you. We're trying to get you to hear us. We're giving you signs. We're leaving you little hints along the way that we need you to tune into, because you're listening for something here that the first and easiest way for you to realize the voice that you hear is your soul talking to you, not your voice in your head, you talking to yourself, is to first catch the signs, to see that we're trying to catch your attention, that this, your soul is trying to catch your attention, your higher self is, okay? Your angels, spirit is trying to catch your attention. That's the first thing. Open your eyes. Look around you. Look for the meaning in the journey. This is not a destination. It's coming to you all the time. Just open your eyes so you can notice it. And this is interesting. You're in on the Knight of Pentacles. The Page and the Knight aren't that different. The Page is just a little bit of a younger, immature energy, where the Knight is more, he's mature. This is the child, early teen, where this is the late teen, young adult, right? The 20-something-year-old, right? The Page may be, a young teenager. So he's immature. They both are very hardworking. They're both very grounded and ambitious. But this one is a little bit more ambitious because he's naive. He doesn't know what's out there. Where the Knight has already fought some battles, he's a little bit more cautious. He's no less ambitious, but he's more cautious. And that's what they're trying to tell you. You've got this expectation of what you think it should look like, and that's the problem. You can't see it because your eyes are closed. Look around you and drop your expectations, and don't give up. This is not the time to give up. It's coming to you. It's being delivered to you. It's on its way. But you've got to open your eyes and look around you and tune into the environment and the energies around you so that you can hear your intuition, so you can tap into, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, source energy, and really start to work with them. But more than anything, this is the week to really care a lot about how you feel and how you want to feel, okay? Love yourself first so you can love others, and watch your mouth, Divine Masculine. I say this as a wife. Watch your mouth. Like, choose your words carefully. Don't just go running off. Don't just go jacking your jaw this week, all right, Divine Masculine? Just really, you're walking that high wire. It's trying to come on. Your intuition is. Don't give it a reason not to. Don't be starting arguments and causing friction and stuff when you're so close to getting, you really are. You're so close to it. You're almost there. You're so close. Don't cause, a resistance. Don't cause a limit to where you're going. Don't get yourself off course is what we're trying to say, because this is a big warning for you. That's very direct. Okay, Divine Masculine, if you enjoyed this reading, I hope you did. Give me a thumbs up, or if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love you forever if you would, because it means a ton to the creators when you watch their videos. If you give them a thumbs up, you have no idea how much that helps us. It costs you nothing, and it means the world to us. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts, everyone who gives us thumbs up. Thank you. All right, twins. So now that we see Divine Feminine has a reconciliation on the horizon, and Divine Masculine, you're working on yourself. Got some more work to do, but you've got a little bit of a guidepost to follow now. Let's see what's going on with our twin flames this week. We are going to start with getting into the vortex with Abraham Hicks. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames today? What do the twin flames need to know about the week of February 17th through the 21st, 2021? What are the energies coming towards the twins whenever time takes place? The space they are watching this reading. Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames this week? What do the twin flames need to know about this week? Thank you. Okay, so this is number 59. 59 adds up to 14. 14 adds up to 5, okay? So 5. This is a week of big changes, and I do believe it is. There's a reconciliation, and then there's you, it feels like, starting to recognize your intuition, Divine Masculine. So there are some big changes coming. And this happens to be probably, there are a lot of cards in this deck, and this is probably my second most favorite card, and I pull it at least 5 times a week. I love this card. It says, I'll not ask others to become different for me. It says, let your vibrational relationship escrow percolate and give it your undivided attention so that when you become so that you can become a vibrational match to it. Okay, pause. Let's explain what they're saying. Okay, so you have in your mind an idea of what a healthy, good relationship would look like, right? So instead of trying to, okay. You have in your head an idea of what a good, healthy relationship looks like. How did you get that idea? You got that idea by either observing people who have healthy, good relationships and like, oh, I want that. Or you got that idea because you went through an unhealthy, not good relationship, and now that you've gone through what you don't want, now you're very clear because of the contrast about what you do want, okay? But here's the deal. If somebody showed you what you do want because their behavior was what you don't want, you cannot ask the person who taught you what you don't want to become what you do want so that you can have what you want. It's really important. You can't change that person. You can't be like, I don't like this behavior in you and you have to change. No, that's not going to happen. It's really not. And no, it's not going to happen. The trick here is, instead, use your willpower to focus upon what you want. Just focus on what you want, okay? And then the universe will bring to you what you want. So let's say you want a relationship that's healthy, that makes you feel good. So you focus on being healthy and feeling good. And I didn't say you focus on, oh, I want a healthy, good feeling relationship. No, you focus on right now, right here, you making healthy choices, choosing healthy things, doing healthy things. You do things that feel good to you. You go out and make good choices that feel good to you, that make you feel good. And because of that, the universe will be like, she wants things that make her feel healthy, and she wants healthy things. She wants things that make her feel good. Or they want things that make them feel good and feel healthy. Let me give them things that feel good and feel healthy. That's how it works. And as a result, you will end up with a relationship that's healthy and feels good. If you are already in a relationship with somebody that needs to shift the energies, it's not about nagging at them and telling them what they need to do. It's about focusing on that for yourself. It's about making choices for yourself and focusing on your own health and on your own good, feeling good, and watching that energy shift. It's really hard when somebody is showing up their best and highest good. It's really hard not to match that energy. It really is. When somebody is vibing high and they're just like positive and things are like, their manifestation is like high and they're just like in good spirits, man. I have this friend who lives in Poland, and I always say when I'm around her, she raises my vibration like 5,000%. I mean, she just makes me feel good about everything, including myself. She is one of the most positive human beings I've ever known. And I don't mean she's all love and light. She's a realist. She's very much, in fact, she's quite pragmatic. But that doesn't mean she's not positive. She's determined to have a good life. She's determined that life should feel good. And so as such, she chooses every day to wake up and feel good, and her life results as such. And she has a relationship that is dreamy. So, and that's because she's worked really hard to build a world that feels good around her. And life has responded. And that's what you're being told here, okay? I'll not ask others to change for me. Instead, I'll focus upon the result that I want, and the universe will bring it to me. Okay? Let's get one more card, 20 twins. One more oracle. Let's look at the Healing with the Angels oracle before we get y'all's tarot. So this week, twins, like I said, there's a reconciliation coming for you, Divine Feminine. You don't ask that person coming in to change, okay? Divine Masculine, you're working on you, changing you and leveling you up, right? I love this. Look, leveling you up. Doesn't look like she's trying to level up. I love that. You're trying to get past this stuck, voice. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about you. Really look at the mirror and not anybody else this week. Both of you. That is the advice. This is not the week to be telling. It's interesting because, twin flames mirror each other. That's what you do. You hold up a mirror and you reflect back to each other. And normally that's good, but this week it's not. It's not about reflecting to each other. It's about focusing on yourselves. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and shuffle the Healing with Angels. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames this week? What do the twin flames need to know for the week of February 17th through the 21st, 2021? What do the twin flames need to know for whatever time, place, or space they are watching this reading? Thank you, angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for the twin flames this week? Y'all got a lot. Look at that. All right, twins, let's see what's going on. All right. For forgiveness, miracle, and children. Okay. There is going to be definitely forgiveness coming in. There's forgiveness coming in right here with this reconciliation. The forgiveness over here can be two things. One, you may be asking forgiveness for divine masculine if you don't watch what you say and you don't understand that you're not perfect and nobody else is either. So try to accept people, warts and all. Okay, that could be where that forgiveness comes in. The forgiveness for you, also divine masculine, could be you could be forgiving yourself for like, it was here all along. The signs were right in front of my face the whole time, and why was I ignoring them? Why did I doubt this? Why did I believe I didn't, have this guidepost leading me forward? That's okay. We all go through. I mean, I was an atheist for 10 years, y'all. I mean, we all go through our own growth at our own time. And that's kind of what it is. But it does feel like there's a little bit of forgiveness, not just for other people, but for yourselves, divine twins, okay? This forgiveness also comes from, because it feels like maybe both of you have been asking the other person to change, okay? And it's not about the other person changing, it's about you changing for yourself. They don't need to change for you. You need to change for yourself. And so it kind of feels like this week, I mean, see how forgiveness is looking right at you in the eye. I mean, they're not looking away. They ain't scared. They're looking you dead in the face, right? So they're telling you, you need to be asking for forgiveness. Probably from the other twin or from the people in your life, and most certainly for yourself. They're looking right at you. They're looking right at you. Interesting thing about this miracles and children, forgiveness leads to miracles, okay? There's going to be relationships you did not think could be healed. There's forgiveness for yourself over here, divine masculine, and for, doubting yourself can lead to miracles. When you actually begin to believe what you're capable of and you begin to believe what you're capable of manifesting, miracles occur. And that's kind of what's happening. But I definitely feel the forgiveness is a little bit of a miracle over here, because I feel like for divine feminine, y'all never thought y'all were going to forgive each other. I feel like you thought this relationship was done. 69, it's done, right? 69, that is not the word. Oh my God. I don't even know what the word is I'm trying to say. It's a word in a restaurant that means there is no more, but all of a sudden I'm so embarrassed my brain cannot find it. So we're just going to keep moving forward, pretend that didn't happen. Nix it. You're going to be like, you thought this relationship was not possible, divine feminine, and you're going to be like, there's no chance this person's ever coming back around, so I don't even know who you're talking about. And the miracle is going to be that you're going to not only forgive them, but they're going to forgive you, because you both done a lot of growing. And that's where we come to children. You both have done a lot of growing, twins. Divine feminine, you and wherever this relationship is that's coming in, both of you, this is a lot of growth. There's been a lot of growth. Divine masculine, this is about you growing right now. Divine feminine, you've been a little bit ahead of the curve here for a while, and divine masculine, as we've been talking about a lot, has really just been starting to come online in the past since about June, 6-7 months now. 7-8 months maybe. So they're starting to mature. They're starting to mature in their spiritual journey. I don't mean like mature like as people. I mean, they're starting to evolve as humans, and their soul is starting to evolve, and they're starting to become more conscious, and that's beautiful. So there's a lot of healing coming through, it feels like, this week. For both sets of twins, it feels like both of you, when you learn the power of forgiveness, these miracles are going to lead, it feels like, to big growth. There's big growth on the horizon on both sides of the table here, okay? Big growth coming in, big changes. A lot of forgiveness, I think, for everybody all around. I just feel like this is not just you being forgiven or, or giving forgiveness. I think you're going to forgive yourself. This is a lot about yourselves this week. All right, last cards of the day. I don't even know if I showed you. We're going to look at the Modern Witch Tarot. All right, let's shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames today? What do the twin flames need to know for the week of February 17th through the 21st, 2021? What do the twin flames need to know in whatever time, day, place, or space they are watching this reading? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames today? Anything else? Oh, let's see if that's going to be enough. Nope, it's not. All right. I need one more. Wow. Whew. Okay, twin flames. One more card, please. Angels, ancestors, friends, guides. We need one more card for twin flames, please. One more card on the table. What can you tell about the future energies coming forward? What are the future energies coming towards the twin flames? What are the future energies coming towards the twin flames? Please tell us. What are the future enemies? Oh my Lord. Scratch that. What are the future energies? There we go. Okay. So you got 2 for the future. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the Lovers, and the 8 of Cups. Okay. So I read past, present, future. This card sets between the past and the present. This sets between the present and the future. And the cards at the bottom of the deck are always the clarifiers. So, you know, we talked about this reconciliation that's coming up, Divine Feminine. There's why. There's the Knight of Swords. This is also, it feels like Divine Masculine, you too. Knight of Swords is an interesting fellow. This means something's coming quickly. But you see how he's going off into the past? That's because it's the past energy. There was an argument. There was somebody felt the need to get very defensive, and this is an argumentative energy, especially paired with the 4 of Swords. It's like you twins, I'm not sure who. I don't know if this is about y'all together or you separately in your own lives. Either way, you had a falling out with someone, okay? There's definitely a falling out energy here. There's the fight. There's the need to go to your separate corners. This is being very defensive and meaning to maintain control over the situation. And then the 3 of Pentacles down, that's an interesting card. Normally it's about teamwork and building something. But in this case, it feels like y'all were on the same page, but this fight just kind of tore you apart. There was too much defensiveness. You had to go to your own separate corners, and it just kind of ended. Whatever this relationship is, there's some kind of separation here, okay? So moving into the present, we have the 4 Swords and the Hermit. So this is rest, recuperation, rejuvenation. You've been spending time alone. You've been spending time healing, okay? And spending time without each other. That's what this is. And this is healing. While you've been alone, you both have felt very defensive. You both feel like you're right, the other person's wrong, and you're not interested in repairing this relationship. You're more interested in just being apart. So the Lovers have been apart. So this doesn't necessarily have to be the Lovers. There's that Gemini energy coming in, and then this is Virgo. That's really the only big signs on here. The rest of them are the minor arcana. But so this could be speaking to a Virgo or a Gemini. But as you see, the Lovers were feeling very defensive. The Lovers needed to rest, needed to be alone. Okay. So moving into now, that is sitting under forgiveness, miracles, and children. So the thing is though, I don't believe that they were forgiving each other per se. There is forgiveness for themselves in there. There's healing for themselves right here. Because as you see, they're alone. They're really working on themselves, healing themselves. And honestly, I think that there's some growing up that's been done during this time currently. You're both really growing up and trying to understand. But like I said, you're sitting here currently like, I don't know what you're talking about. We will never, ever, ever, ever get back together. No, I'm not. I'm alone. This situation is done. But coming into the future, I don't think it is. Because, again, forgiveness, miracles, children, okay? Forgiveness comes through miracle. I mean, miracles come from forgiveness, and miracles come when we evolve, when we are no longer thinking with kind of immature energy. So this is when we move past that energy. There is that immature energy right there, and that's what they're saying. They're saying you're choosing to move past it. You're choosing to let go of this immature energy. It's interesting here though, okay? So you've got the Hermit still sitting over the Lovers in the future. The Lovers are going to be able to, there's going to be some forgiveness, okay? Like I said, you're both curious about each other. It feels like you're both ready to walk away. Hold on, isn't this exactly what we said? Yeah. Oh my God. How did I not even see that? Look. Hold on, and then don't you have, yeah, the Page of Swords. Look. You're curious about each other, and you're ready just to forgive and let bygones be bygones, put the past in the past and walk away from it and start something new, start something fresh, clean slate, start over. You're very curious about what it would be like to just, Walk away from the past. What's done is done. There's nothing you can do to change it. You know, you both have spent a lot of time getting to know yourselves better, and now you're curious about what would that look like, these two more evolved people, if they can forgive each other, if the miracle of forgiveness can happen, if the miracle of letting the past go can happen, could these two higher evolved people actually work out? You're very curious about that. Both of you. You're very curious to see where this goes. So don't know, twins. Let me say this. I cannot say for sure if this is the twins themselves, okay? I cannot say. Actually, let's clarify that, lovers. Heck, why not? Who are the lovers? Let's see if it's the twin flames. Let's see what card we get. What I can say is that lovers doesn't necessarily have to be an actual former lover or your current lover. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It could just be somebody you love. It could be a family member. It could be a best friend, okay? It's somebody that you had a very strong heart connection, but in general, because you see there's Archangel Michael. No, that's not got a sword. Hang on. Gabriel has the horn on Judgment. I think that's Archangel Michael. I have to look that up. Anyway, this is somebody who has a soul connection, okay? And so you both evolved, you're both curious to see what could happen now that you've grown up. Could this relationship work? So it doesn't necessarily have to be your lover, okay? It could just be somebody that has a soul connection. So let's clarify the lover. Please clarify the lovers. Who is the lovers? Please clarify the lovers. Wow, okay, 5 of Swords. So that really doesn't clarify much. Any more information about the lovers? Person, and you definitely had to walk away. Okay, there's some better clarity. So y'all definitely had to walk away from each other. Both of you thought you were right. I don't think either one of you was more right than the other. I think you're both correct. And the other person was wrong and you were right. And that's true. But you were wrong and they were right. Okay? But you had to end that because it wasn't healthy. There was nothing coming. There was just a lot of nothingness. What did Trump say? Nothing burger. It was a big old nothing burger here. This couldn't move forward. Y'all needed to go apart. But do I think it is a lover's relationship? Absolutely. There's new love coming in. See, there's Ace of Cups. So, and you see that there's that love. So, and then at the bottom of the deck, King of Swords. So you see how you went from the 5 of Swords, there's clarifying it with the King of Swords. So this is clarity. This is a person who y'all both leveled up. You now see that this person wasn't wrong. You weren't right. You weren't wrong. They weren't right. You both were right. You both were wrong. Okay. And you can see that now. You can see that with perfect clarity now. So whoever that is who it is coming back in, because you can see with perfect clarity now. You've leveled up. They have leveled up. You both understand each other's points of view. And I honestly, truly do think that they are coming to you with a sincere offer of love. They are not manipulating you. They're not trying to play games. They're ready to move past this old energy. They're done playing games. This offer that they're coming to you with is quite sincere, and they're hoping that you feel the same way. Okay, so twin flames, I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your twin or somebody who might find it useful. Or if you haven't, hit that little notification bell to see when I post new content, which is like most days, except for the weeks that I've been super busy with my Etsy shop, which has been this week. So if you want a private reading with me, go ahead and get it now. It's 50% off. Check the link below, please. And thank you in advance. I love you, twin flames. I hope I get to see you again next week. And until I do, know just how deeply I love you, and I hope you keep on praying. Bye, twin flames.